hopefully you guys can see me. I'm sitting somewhere else today. I usually sit at our dining room table, but I wanted to be a little bit more comfortable today, and I wanted to sit down and talk to you guys because I'm pretty worn out. So I wanted to come and talk to you guys today. I'm gonna be honest, I was looking back at my videos, and let me tell you how I've been like so disconnected with my YouTube and what's going on. I had uploaded a video 2 weeks ago, right? And that same video, I forgot that I uploaded that video, and I sat down and the video was already edited, but I don't know how I overlooked it. And I'm like, okay, like maybe I didn't finish editing it. So I went and uploaded the video on YouTube, and something told me to go back and look at the videos that are already uploaded. And when I went back to look at the videos that are already uploaded, tell me why I already uploaded the video 2 weeks ago. So that is how out of touch I've been. I was like, oh my God. So I like freaked out here, deleted the video. And I noticed that video that I had, the last time I looked, it had around like, I want to say like 81 views, but now it has like 92. So God is good, because 92 views and I haven't even been on, like that's a blessing to me. You guys are probably like, oh my gosh, like some people are like, well, that's not a big jump. It's a big jump for me because my videos were like barely like six views, 2 views, 3 views. So to see that me being consistent in my videos, the views are slowly going up, like I'm proud of that. And like I said, I don't post for views. I don't. I post because I feel like somebody out there, even if it's one person, I'm grateful and I thank God for that. Somebody is hearing my message and I can touch somebody out there. So that's the reason why I keep coming back and doing these videos. Now, this video right now that I'm doing for you guys, I was not going to do it. I'm going to be honest with you guys and tell you guys what I have been dealing with for the past, I want to say like 5 years. I've been physically very, very exhausted and very tired. So I'm going to read off this list because I don't want you guys to miss the message, and I don't want to miss like important things that I want to tell you guys. So, so tomorrow I'm going to be having a deviated septum surgery. I don't know if you guys heard about that before, but a long time ago, you guys, I boxed for a very long time, about like 6 years. And when I competed and everything, when I boxed, I broke my nose, and I did not know that I broke my nose, right? So that's the reason why I stopped boxing. I want to go back and do professional boxing so bad, but if I do that, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose my life, because boxing has medically messed me up, and people do not talk about that. Like when I say it messed me up, like I lost my memory. I couldn't remember the time. I kept asking my mom what time it was. I couldn't retain any information. I was super sick. I had to be rushed to the hospital. I felt dizzy. And I had many times where I didn't remember where I was at. Like getting hit in the head, it really catches up to you. And I was perfectly fine. And then one day after a match, right, I felt like I was standing there and I was spinning. Like when I say spinning, I mean I was like spinning, right? And then I was just standing there on my back, and I was like, all right, God, just guide me, because I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, right? And then once, it felt like it was like for a minute, right? And then it stopped. And then when I opened my eyes and I looked around, I was never the same person. I didn't talk the same. And I walked the same. I didn't think the same. I felt like my thinking and everything wasn't as sharp. That day changed my life, where all that fighting, all that boxing, everything catched up to me. So now I'm paying for it. So back to the deviated septum. Years ago, I broke my nose, and I didn't know that I broke my nose, right? So it was around like COVID time. I didn't know what was really going on. So because around COVID time, my taste and smell would kind of go like in and out, and I didn't really know what was going on. But I found out that I had severe allergies, like severe allergies, you guys, to where like I would eat something like meat, because I'm highly allergic to beef, and I would eat beef and I will feel like literally I'm high, and I don't smoke weed. I don't do none of that stuff. I will feel like I am on cloud 9. It was the weirdest feeling ever, right? I'm like, what the heck is going on? So then I went to the doctor. I'm like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but every time after I eat certain food, like it was jalapenos, I'm trying to think off the top of my head. And I'm gonna tell you guys why it's hard for me. Sometimes when I'm not in my videos, it's hard for me to think. I'm about to drop it all and let you guys all know. So I'm like, when I used to eat like certain things like corn chips, jalapenos, red meat, chocolate, I will have this high feeling, like I'm high off food, right? Not high off weed, high off food. And I went to the doctor. I'm like, hey, what is going on? Like something's wrong. I don't know what's going on. So then they did blood work and stuff like that. And they're like, hey, like, do you know that you're like highly allergic to like certain foods, like red meat? And I'm like, no, I've been eating red meat my whole entire life. I don't know what you're talking about. And the doctor was like, I ran your numbers, and your numbers were so high, it was like deadly. It's not funny, but he was like deadly. He was like, you are like highly allergic to red meat. And when we took your blood, it was like, he said something about red meat was like over the limit, something he was explaining to me. So I was like, all right, like, let me go to an ENT, see what's going on. So I went to the ENT, and I found out I was allergic to all these different things, right? So then the ENT, they took tests and everything. They were like, I'm literally allergic to everything, you guys, everything. So I'm like, what the heck? Like, what's going on? So then I'm like, I went to another ENT because the one I originally went to, I didn't really like that one. So I went to another ENT, and this doctor, I really love him. He's a really great doctor. And it was so funny because I had went in there and I told him, like, look, I can't taste, I can't smell, and it's been going on for so long. Like, am I ever gonna be able to like taste and smell again? And he was like, I hate to break it to you, but after COVID, you know, we as of now, we can't find out why people can't taste or why people can't smell. And he was like, and I'm like, okay, well, have you heard of anybody saying that they got their taste and smell back, right? And then he was like, I really don't want to tell you this, but no, a lot of people that lost their taste and smell around COVID time, they never got it back. So after that, I started crying. I was crying, and he's an older gentleman, so he put his little hand on my leg. He was like, I am so sorry, dear. You could tell he felt so bad, right? And I'm like, I'm tearing up right now because I was devastated. I'm like, man, it's been like 4 years, and I can't taste, I can't smell. And I was thinking, okay, like, maybe I can get like my allergies and everything under control and be able to taste and smell again. But it's been like over 5 years, you guys, and I can't taste, I can't smell, nothing. And if I have some days where I can slightly smell coffee. So what's so sad is that when I smell coffee, right, I'm like, and I smell a little bit of it, it takes me back to how I feel before I got like so sick before boxing. And then I get ready to share like tears of joy because I'm like, okay, at least I can smell a little bit of something. So when I talk about like people being sick and people getting up and dealing with cancer and tumors and little kids like being super sick and, you know, people battling with sickness every single day, I can relate to them because for the longest time, I never knew what was really going on. I mean, like, yeah, I mentioned, like, you know, I'm about to continue on with my deviated septum story, but like my memory and me in the hospital, I'm like, what's going on? They did tests, they gave me medicine, they tried everything for like it was like 1 or 2 years on, and they could not find out what was wrong with me. And I found out I had a slip disc in my neck. I found out because I had numbness, I couldn't feel on my scalp, I couldn't feel in my hand, I couldn't feel nothing. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I'm feeling sick and I'm so down, you guys. I was super sick. And nobody knew, I didn't share it. And so, fast forward, this doctor, after he told me that I would never be able to taste or smell again, and I kept going back to him. And I'm like, well, I know you said I can't taste or smell, but listen, I can't breathe. Like, literally, like every single day I'm walking around here, I feel like I'm like struggling and trying so hard to breathe. Like, I'm breathing out of my mouth. I can't really breathe out of my nose. I can't sleep throughout the night. I like, the most sleep I get is probably like 4 hours of sleep, you guys, and then I'm up, and then I'm up for a while, and then I go back to sleep. But I can never like fully sleep at night. My daughter was like, Mom, do you know that like you snore at night? I'm like, I never snore. Like, what do you mean? I never snore, like never. She's like, I don't know, it's loud, something going on. I'm like, okay, well, I'll have to talk to my doctor to figure out what's going on. So I told my doctor, I'm like, I can't breathe, man. Like, it's like a struggle, like every day. And I wrote this down, you guys, because I wanted to be honest with you guys. I told my doctor, I was like, every day I am tired, I am foggy, I am mentally, physically drained. It's like even when I work out, I feel like, you know, like I can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't breathe. And it's like, I'm waking up not feeling like, you know how you like sleep and you get like that real good, like well rested sleep, and you wake up feeling alive and just feeling like you're ready to tackle the world. I haven't felt like that in years. I have not, right? I have not. Every day I wake up, it's like I'm praying to God. I'm praying to God for peace. I'm praying to God for my well-being. I'm praying to God for, um, I'm praying to God for my health. I'm praying to God for everything, because like the doctors cannot figure out like what's wrong with me, right? And I'm walking around here like a zombie, man, not knowing what's going on with me. So long story short, I told the doctor, I was like, look, something's going on, man. Like something's going on. So then he was looking at my nose and stuff and got all these tools and everything. And like I said, he was really hurt when he told me that I would never be able to taste and smell again. And he was just trying everything to figure out what was wrong with me, right? So he looked at my nose. He was like, have you ever heard of a deviated septum? And hopefully I'm saying it right. And I'm like, no, I never heard of it before. He's like, well, yours is like, you know, it's supposed to be straight in your nose, but yours is like moderate, like it's messed up. He was like, have you ever like had a broken nose before? And I'm like, not to my knowledge. He was like, did you ever do like heavy contact sports? I'm like, yeah, I boxed for years. He was like, well, you must have broke your nose, and then after you broke your nose, you never got it fixed, and now your deviated septum, if it's crooked, it makes it harder for you to breathe. He was like, some people get surgery and say that they feel significant changes. Some people get surgery and said they don't feel any changes. But he was like, I was like, I don't know about that. I was like, man, I don't know about that. Because when it comes to surgery, you guys, I'm not used to just like jumping under the knife like that. And anesthesia, like it has to be something serious. Like I had surgery on my toe before, but the only reason why I decided to have surgery on my toe is because I broke my toe and I went untreated, you guys, because like I said, I'm not the type of person that likes surgery and stuff like that. And then I found out that in my toe that they said that I waited too long and the cyst was cancerous. So that's the only reason why I went and got that checked out. So then I was like, so this, listen, I got a lot to tell y'all. So the last time I saw him was in August 2024, right? August 2024. And I was like, I got to pray about it. I got to think about it. Because, like, I don't know. I was like, let me figure out. Like, he's like, I can give you more medication, allergy meds for your nasals. I can give you all that. And you can just sit on it and think and let me know if you want the surgery. So I was like, okay. And then I was doing, like, all types of reading and trying to, like, research and everything, right? So let me tell you this. Almost a year went by, right? So a year went by. I still can't breathe. I'm still struggling every day. I'm still miserable. Still just can't sleep. Like it's just bad. It's just bad. And so dang, what's that? What is that? Oh, Dana White, right? Dana White. I don't know why I'm calling him Dana White. Dana White. I was like strolling through shorts, right? And then he was talking about that he had a deviated septum. And he was like, look, I waited so long to get this surgery because I was like, I don't need it. And he was like, I finally got it done. And after I got it done, it was life-changing. I could not believe that I allowed myself to suffer that long without getting it done. Okay? So after he said that, Dana White, I was like, and I always liked Dana White. And I was like, okay. I was like, let me watch more videos. So then I was watching more videos and people were talking about it and everything. And I was like, they were describing like the symptoms I was feeling. And a lot of people were saying how it's painful after you get it done. But there was like, after 1 or 2 weeks, you start to feel a big difference, right? So I was like, you know what? Like, God did not create me to wake up and feel miserable every day. Like, I wake up and I'm miserable because I'm like, I can't taste, I can't smell, and nothing. I'm exhausted. I like, even when I'm working my day-to-day, I can't remember things. I'm so foggy. I'm so exhausted. Like, literally, like, it feels like I am just in survival mode every single day. Every single day. Every single day. I'm eating food for the past 5 years, like I said, and I can't even taste or tell you what it even tastes like. People ask me, they're like, can you smell that? Like, what is that? What does that smell like? And I'm like, oh yeah, it smells good. And I'm thinking like, I can't smell not shit, bro. Like, I can't smell, I can't taste, like, can't sleep. And when I'm explaining this to people, they don't really know what I'm talking about. Like, they don't know what I'm talking about. So after I talked to like my primary doctor and everything, because you guys know, let me get into this. So the reason why I'm talking so funny is because my allergies have been so bad to where my in the back of my throat, it has been swollen. So another reason why I have not done another reason why I have not done the videos. Sorry, I'm not looking around. I'm like, I gotta look at you. I gotta look at the camera. Another reason why I haven't been doing the videos is because I've been in and out of the doctors trying to figure out why has my throat been hurting so bad, you guys. So for this full week, you guys, I could not sleep because I was in that much pain. I went to the emergency room and then I went to the doctor. They did 2 strep throat swabs and they're like, there's no strep throat. I was like, you a goddamn lie. You a damn lie. You are a lie. I was like, there is no way that I don't got the goddamn strep. I'm telling you, I got the strep. I can't swallow. I can't swallow. I can't swallow my saliva. I can't swallow anything. I can't even sleep because my throat is hurting so freaking bad. And you're telling me that I don't have strep. And they said no. And then they told me, the doctor told me nasal polyps. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's nasal and then it's spelled Polys. And she was telling me that that's from allergies. She was telling me how that can get really bad. So I just been like, for the past like 2 weeks, you guys, just miserable, and just taking allergy medication and Tylenol. And then the doctor gave me like this medication that I put it in a little like cup, and I'm only able to use like 5 mLs, and then I don't swallow it, but I put it in the back of my mouth and I kind of like goggle. It's really nasty, but it numbs the whole back of my throat, completely numb. That was the only way that I was able to sleep. I could not sleep anywhere else. I mean, I couldn't sleep without it. So I've been dealing with that for the past 2 weeks. So my doctor was like, well, when you get the surgery done, you're going to see a big improvement when it comes to your allergies and how you're breathing and everything. Because like I said, like me feeling like this and still getting up on here and trying to find the words to say, you guys, but I have not been myself since I've been dealing with this. So what else did I say? Yeah, so the deviated septum, it blocks the airflow and it messes up the airflow in your nose. Like right now, I'm not even breathing out of my nose. I'm breathing out of my mouth. Like that's how bad it is. So I have like constant congestion problems, mouth breathing, poor sleep. And like I said, I've been spiritually, emotionally, and mentally drained from this. It's been really bad. And so I did my research for a few months on this surgery. And the videos are not that great though. Like people show you like the first 1 week of it, but then that's it. They don't really talk or say anything else about the surgery. So I'm like, okay, like I hear good things about it, but they just after a week you don't hear any follow-up. Like after 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Like I seen one black guy, he was talking about after like a year how much of an improvement it was, but he didn't really get into like the depth of details that I was looking for. So I have my surgery tomorrow, and I've just been praying to God. I've been praying to God that nothing comes up. Pray I ain't pregnant. I'm not nothing, because I really, really, really need this surgery done, because I am ready to feel like my old self again, because I've been so, I'm not going to say depressed, but very sad, because it's like after boxing, it messed up everything, you know, with my physical and my physical well-being, and me not getting enough sleep, and it messed up a lot of things in my life. So I'm just ready to like feel like myself again, because and people always ask me like, why you stop boxing? Because I got sick. People don't know I was like pretty much fighting for my life. Like they're doing all types of x-rays and tests and all types of stuff. Couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. But we got two things out of it. Deviated septum, and then also what is the other one? I can't even think, you guys. Sorry. The deviated septum, and then I had a slip disc in my neck, did physical therapy, and then now my numbness, I mean, I'm still a little bit numb, but it's not as bad, and my neck, I don't have like shooting like pains up in my head, and feel like needles is in my scalp. Like it was just weird, you guys, but I didn't know that a slip disc can do that to you. But ever since I went, they figured that out, and I met this black girl. She was so cool. She was so helpful. And thanks to her, like I feel a little bit normal again, you know, when it comes to like my numbness and stuff like that. So I tried adjusting everything, like the way I've been, like the way I sleep, like I'll try to go to sleep early, but no matter what I do, I will wake right back up after 4 hours. Like I cannot sleep a full 7 to 9 hours. I could not. Also adjusted the way I was eating and fasting and drinking more water and incorporating more fruits and everything. And nothing was changing, you guys. And still couldn't taste nothing, smell nothing, just still, you know, congested. Like it was just all bad. So, and I feel like, I don't know, hopefully I don't sound like slow in this video. It's just that, like, when I say that I've been exhausted, I like I said, I never sleep. So, and I've been in a lot of pain. I just took some pain medicine right now for my throat. And it's actually getting better, but allergies are really bad right now in Arizona, so it was acting up, but it's been better. But it's been better. But I show up here for you guys, and I show up here this lively and full of life and pouring into you guys when I'm really like suffering on the back end. And really, like, I've been really miserable because my health has not been the greatest. It has not. And that's why people talk about, oh yeah, I want to box. I'm like, man, like, you want to box and you making all that money, but you're not talking about after you get out that ring, you throw up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I got into the ring and I got out. I walked out and I told my coach, I was like, hey, I'm sick, bro. Something's wrong. And I walked out and I was like, man, me and this girl was killing each other. We were freaking throwing blows, sparring, because I was getting ready to go to nationals in Omaha, Nebraska. And so I went outside. I went outside and I'm like this, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like taking my headgear out, and I snatched it off, and I'm like pouring water on myself, and I'm spinning, and I threw up everywhere. Now listen how crazy I am. After I did that, I got up, put my headgear on, everything, and kept sparring. And my coach, and I was not honest about how I was feeling. And before I went to Omaha, I had a headache. After I sparred, right? Like 2 weeks before Omaha, I had a headache for like 4 days that didn't go away. And I didn't tell anybody. So like, these are different things that I've been going through in my life and dealing with. And I thank God that I retired boxing, but I thank God that I'm able, like I went to the Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano fight, and I love watching boxing. I was watching boxing all day today, watching Mayweather versus Shane Mosley fight, and I didn't know that Regis Prograis was boxing, so I was also watching him and watching his interview. So being able to not physically be in boxing, but still like spiritually be connected with boxing, like I love that. So I love that. So even though I want to go back boxing so bad, the last time I went back to boxing, right, I was terrified in the ring. I was so terrified. And then I sparred, and then all over again the headaches came. I'm like, yeah, I gotta put up my gloves. So the last time I fought, I want to say it was like sparring, boxing, like really training. It was years ago, you guys, like 6 years ago. So I don't know. It was a long time ago. I prayed over the surgery, and I just was talking to God, and I'm like, I'm tired of being in survival mode all the time, and I want to get the surgery done. And I feel like it's gonna be beneficial. And after I get the surgery done, I'm gonna do some more allergy testing so they can see, because the last time I had my allergy testing, it was about like 2 years ago. So I want them to do a more recent one to see like what I'm really allergic to. You guys, we went to New York for that fight I told you guys. We went to go walk in the park, and tell me why, we were by like a whole bunch of trees and everything. And I was laughing, and all of a sudden, like I was like, and my throat closed up on me. And oh my gosh, I almost passed out. And thank God for my aunt. She was able to pour water on me and get like a washcloth and wet it and put it on my chest and stuff and get me back breathing. But I almost like literally passed out because that's how bad my allergies are. So I don't know if anybody else has allergies like that, but to get allergy testing to really see what I'm allergic to again, and to make sure that after this surgery I'm getting tomorrow, that not only I get the surgery, but I'm following, like, not eating the things that I'm allergic to and all that stuff as well. So I really want to share this video. The reason why I want to share this video is because if you're having like medical issues, I don't want you to give up. I don't want you to give up. And I know what it feels like to wake up and you just are just tired. You don't know what's going on with you. You don't know why you're sick. You're just drained. You're just tired. So when people have to deal with chronic illness every single day, like, I'm not saying you guys probably can hear me or listening to me, like, girl, like, it's not that severe. I'm just telling y'all the bare minimum of it. It gets worse, but I'm just telling you guys the bare minimum of it. But I'm just telling you, like, God can use you and heal you, but use you for healing to share your story and to help somebody else that's going through the same exact thing that you're going through. Now, I don't know if someone needs to hear this video, but I pondered on this surgery for like a year, and I'm like, the doctor, I hate to say this, but the doctor was like, hey, like, he was like, you will figure out what works best for you, but you've been suffering so really bad, so I'm pretty sure that I will hear back from you soon. And I showed up and I'm like, hey, I'm here. He's like, you ready to do it? I was like, yep. He was like, all right, let's get you on my calendar for surgery ASAP. So I'm gonna go get the surgery tomorrow, and I am really hoping for a really good healing because I really want to feel like myself again. I do. But I just don't want to go another 2 weeks without talking to you guys for you guys to just be in the dark and be like, where's she at? You know what I mean? So after the surgery, I'm going to allow myself to heal, but I will be back to do more videos and to talk to you guys. So, and, yeah, that's what I've been dealing with. And I was able to allow that Tylenol to kick in for me to come and talk to you guys. Cause like, I was like, you guys not talking. That's how much pain I was in. I'm like, oh my gosh. And it's like, I'm so congested. You know how like, you're congested, but like you can blow your nose, it can come out. Me, my nose is never runny because it's always up here. It's bad. It's never runny, nothing. It's like, my God. So, and I just feel like sometimes I feel like I'm just like here, but not here. That's how my body feels. Like when you don't get sleep, you guys, it really messes you up. So anyway, I wasn't going to do this video, but I feel like maybe it can help somebody. So I was like, let me go ahead and talk to you guys before I go into surgery tomorrow. And I promise you that after I heal up and I'm back well, I will come back and give you guys an update on how I'm doing and how it went and, you know, everything. So I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for listening. And I wasn't trying to get too personal, but I was like, forget it. Like, Somebody out there is like me and can't goddamn taste or smell. Like there's somebody out there. There's somebody that's been looking up and trying to find out more information about this surgery. There's somebody else out here, so somebody will find this video useful. So I love you guys so much. I'm about to go ahead and finish packing because my mom is nice enough to help me after the surgery, so I'll be staying over there for a few days, and I'm pretty excited. Like my mom's house ain't nothing like your parents' house. I'm telling you that. When I'm over there, it's like quiet, peaceful. You know, there's no kids. My little brother's there, but he's like a preteen. So it's like I'm looking forward to going over there and just relaxing and just really healing. So, and I'll keep you updated. I love you guys so much. Bye. Until next time. Before I end this video, I really don't want to forget to tell you guys this. Now, during this whole time that I'm going through everything that I mentioned, that I told you guys that I'm going through, I always pray to God. And I pray to God that I know eventually he will guide me the right way. He will heal me and he will allow me to heal. And I never stop praying. And even though I felt like this and I was going through this, I still continue to pray faithfully each day, every night. Didn't lose faith. So I just wanted to include that in this video and let you guys know that as well.